And then we get closer to the screen. She get closer to the screen. But things, play some guitar. There's a few songs on the spot. You know, they're kind of blah. But they're interesting. You know, I was thinking, I got some interesting words out. Thinking about things. It's very interesting. It's like how I write songs. That kind of brainstorming effect. You know, when I do the song on the spot, it's similar to how I write lyrics. Because usually, when I write a song, I usually get an idea of what I want to write about, a subject. And then I just kind of think about that subject. And I kind of gotta go into it. And I'm like, what's the first thing that comes to my mind when I think about this? And usually some ideas, some words, and usually that's yeah, let's go with that, and then usually that's how it is. But it's interesting. It's I get some words out and some music to it. Then figure out how I'm gonna sing it. So yeah. Usually when I do this that on the spot thing, I close my eyes because it's easier to come up with stuff. Like when I close my eyes, less distraction. When I open my eyes, I'm looking around. It's just distracting. There's things that distract me. But when I close my eyes, I can formulate the picture in my mind better. So I do that. So sometimes you'll see me close my eyes when I make a song on the spot because I'm doing that. I can still do it with the eyes open, but it's not a. I won't get as good of ideas because I'm more distracted. When I'm more distracted, I'm not really thinking too deeply. So you're kind of thinking about what you're seeing at the same time. So it's like, yeah, there's some distraction. So try to get less distracted and just kind of just talk about things that I'm thinking about, or things that are going on. But it's like, I don't know. People get in the mood to care about things that are like long away, far away. Sometimes, but they won't care about things outside their own door in their own neighborhoods. But they'll care about people long, far away. Like they'll care about people on Pluto and Uranus and Neptune. And think about what's going on there instead of just what's going on around them. It's why do we do that? Interesting. Maybe because we're all kind of daydreamers. We have to daydream about things far away because that's where we want to be. Maybe you don't want to be on those planets. Very harsh environments. I think you want to be there. Like you're in a nice environment on Earth. Why not enjoy that? But no, people never like the things that they have. They always want the things that they can't have. That's always the way, like the human way, the human condition. Want things that we don't have, or will never have, or the things that we have. We're not really grateful for the things we have, even though we have some pretty amazing things. But we don't. Yeah, it's an interesting kind of conversation, isn't it? Yeah. See, it's another video. It's just kind of, oh, what are we talking about? Planets. Oh, do I want to? Would I want to go out in space? No. Especially a rocket for like months? No. All cooped in there? No. It's like, why you want to go to another planet where you can't really breathe properly and it doesn't hold doesn't hold oxygen. It's cold maybe. I'll go to Venus where it's too hot. It's like 800 degrees on Venus. I think the Russians sent some probes in the 80s. The probes, it would like, melt within hours, minutes, I don't know, everything. Something like that. So it just sent data back and then melted. So they're probably still there, melted, full of metal, melted metal. I assume that the rockets are made of metal. So yeah. So would I want to go? No. Why? It's like, there's so many amazing places on Earth to visit, to see. Why would I want to go to another planet? But now if we had like warp speed, see that's the key. Warp speed or a Stargate kind of thing. Yeah. Then if you're instantaneously sent to another planet, that's a different story. But traveling long distances in a rocket, spaceship, no. No. Just no. No. So until they get a Stargate's probably the best way to travel. out of all the ways to get to another planet, the Stargate's probably the best, probably the coolest way, and the way. Yeah, that was a cool concept. I like the show Stargate. It's a cool, good TV show. Good, there's good writing on the show, good acting, good directing. It's a great show, it's yeah, it's like probably definitely one of the best sci-fi shows ever. That Star Trek. That's Star Trek. What is a really good sci-fi show? What, X-Files? Twilight Zone. Is that sci-fi? No, it's like kind of more fantasy, but there's some sci-fi episodes. Like the one when they land on that planet, everybody's frozen. Yeah, that's sci-fi. Yeah. There's been a few sci-fi Twilight Zone episodes of the original one. There was the one where they're landing in the desert and they think they're on another planet, but they're all on Earth the whole time. And then they reused that idea for the Planet of the Apes, like that. I shot an arrow into the air. I think the episode is called. I see spoilers. Sorry if you never seen an episode. Sorry. See any more sci-fi? There's been no more sci-fi. Twilight Zone. There's one where the aliens. I think there's aliens in this neighborhood. Everybody starts getting panicky, paranoid. That's a good one. Yeah. That's so good because it's not really about the sci-fi-ness. It's just about the way people really interact with each other, how they treat each other. That's the thing I like about in my songs, especially. A lot of my songs about the way people react to each other. That's why I like being on social media. I read the threads that you guys write. I won't say, but I do read it because I'm always curious. I always see like a post, and then I'll look at the reply comments, just because I'm curious to know how people reply to them, to see how people are. People are what they say. And the thing I like about the internet is people are more likely to say what they really feel about things than they would normally do in real life. So that's the beauty of the internet. People are more truthful for the most part, because they behind the keyboard warriors they call me. Yeah, so that's always interesting. So what else can I talk about here on this video? Talking about going to space now. Space. Because we're just gonna wreck space. That's the thing. I feel bad for aliens that have to deal with humans. It's like that. It's the truth though. If an alien crashed on Earth, that humans are gonna capture it and hold it, imprison it and then experiment on it. It wouldn't be like, well, we're trying to heal it and trying to send it back to its home planet. That doesn't occur to humans. It's like, let's experiment on it. It could be a threat to us. Yeah. Yep. We all know it. We all know it's true. But we're like, humans are the best. We're not that great, man. As a human being, I know. It's like there's varying degrees of humans. Some are kinder, some are less kinder. But what people really are is not really that great. People can be nice because they're not threatened. When people are threatened, they're like snakes. They will fight back. They will strike. So just say well, people are nice. Yeah, people are nice when a time of complacency and they're just kind of got their money and they're drinking their little Starbucks and they're in a happy place. So they're nice to you. They're in a giving mood, but they can also be in moods where they're not so giving. Which can happen kind of quick. So don't be thinking that people are so delightful, because they're not. That's like part of what people can be. People can be so many things. But you go, well, that's just so negative. Come on, it's true. You go and you poke a person, they get all, what are you doing? No. Yeah, we're not more different than snakes. Snakes in grass, you poke it starts to, yes! It's who we are, man. Don't be like saying it's not. Don't be lying to yourself. See, once you can accept who you are, then maybe you can better yourself. That's the way you do it. You gotta bet. But you gotta admit, you can't just be lying about yourself. To that own self be true, man. Just try to be. You can't just. Even inside your head, you're like lying. It's like you're thinking thoughts, but you're lying to yourself, even in your own thoughts. It's one thing like to say it out, so people think that you're a certain way because you're lying. But then inside your own head, you're like lying there. I don't know. But things is like that's a little wackadoo, you know. Yeah, yeah. But then you get so used to the lies, and then,